Hello! Did you know a new Dungeons & Dragons movie is coming out in 2023? Here's the poster. Now, here's how the companies wanted us to react.
It's the game! It's the game! I play that! It's Dargans and Doogles!
And here's how we are reacting. First off, nobody really asked for this. There's only one true D&D movie, and it's The Gamer's Darkness Rising. That's the only one I need in my life, thank you. And no one's really digging for a D&D movie. You know, a lot of adaptations of existing material like this don't typically end well, as a lot of the companies do bare minimum research and then make a generic Hollywood movie based off of that. And I assume that's what we're gonna get. Some of the character designs we saw in a leaked tweet are kinda cool, but otherwise, I'm not personally that excited, nor am I putting a whole lot of faith or hope into the project, but who knows, I've been surprised before. But they're already off to a really rocky start, getting surrounded by a bit of controversy. Take a look at the poster I showed you earlier. Kinda cool, you know, we got an owlbear, we got, a displacer beast, we got a mimic, and in the top left, we have an intellect devourer. But wait, the 5e intellect devourer looks like this. Why does this one look different? And haven't I seen it somewhere before? Hold on a second. I'm actually opening my sealed special edition bestiary for this. Does that look a little bit familiar to you? Can we get a side by side? Yes. The creators that were hired to create the movie, or the poster, for the D&D movie, you know, they got most of them right. They got some cool artwork. I don't know the source of the rest of the artwork, but that's definitely the D&D 5e Mimic artwork. But that is the Pathfinder 2nd edition. Intellect Devourer artwork, flipped horizontally and given a red tint. I think this is completely against the law. I don't know who's responsible for making this poster, but they might be getting the entire movie in some deep trouble. Now, we'll see how it handles, because Paizo's usually incredibly understanding, and rather than suing or doing anything drastic, they'll probably just say, hey, can you change that? That's mine. So not a great start for the movie. The cast seems okay. They have no, AAA big Hollywood names. They've got, Chris Pine. They've got, Chris Pine, who's Kirk in the new Star Treks, and I know Hugh Grant's done some bigger stuff. They've got one person who was in the Quarry video game. That was kind of cool. And again, the character design's kind of cool looking, but I don't know. That's a really rocky start for a movie that still has another year of marketing to do, and the internet is already kind of against you. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they'll change the poster and we can get going from there. It's called Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. We have no information on plot or anything like that. We just have the characters. I think the adventuring party is a bard, a barbarian, a rogue, a wizard, and a druid. So, you know, at least they've got decent coverage. They've got some long-range casters, some upfront tanks, as well as a druid for some healing, as well as the bard's ability to inspire courage. So overall, a nicely balanced party. We'll just have to see how it goes. I don't know if this is going to end up being a cash grab, like, oh look, it's got D&D in the title, and they all look like the classes you know, but it's just a fantasy adventure flick for the sake of a fantasy adventure flick. I could definitely see, a cheesy line between characters being like, wow, you're a really good fighter. And then she just turns and goes, I'm a barbarian. Just the kind of Hollywood movie lines that they hope will make the viewers go, they said the class. I'm that class. I play the barbarbaboo. We'll see. If the writers are actually fans of the game and the subject matter, maybe it'll be good. But the fact that they couldn't even get the poster right, using artwork from the game it's based on, and accidentally using artwork from its competitor, is not a great start. Because stuff like this doesn't just get published, you know? They have to Again, going through my Kickstarter, we know exactly how this works. You have to give them an idea. You need to get someone to make the product. You need to get the product back, the product being the poster. You need to have someone on your team approve the product, send that product over to the marketing team, who will then distribute that product. So this went through at least 4 or 5 different people, and not one of them said, "Is that artwork from our game?" Now, of course, it's a movie. Chances are Wizards of the Coast has nothing to do with it. This is probably someone paid Wizards of the Coast $3 million for the rights to the D&D name, as well as rights to all of their world and whatnot, and they're hoping to make a quick $50 million off the box office. I don't think it's going to end well. I don't think it's going to be a good movie. And once again, if you're looking for a somewhat authentic D&D movie, check out The Gamer's Darkness Rising. I haven't watched it in about a decade, so I don't know how well it's aged in today's modern social climate, but it was a funny movie. I will always constantly reference hiding behind the mountain of dead bards, and that will never leave my vocabulary. But who knows? Maybe it sucks. Maybe it's great. We'll find out in about a year, won't we? I just find it hilarious that the movie's been announced for 6 hours, and people are already like, "That's a mistake. You messed up. We don't trust you anymore." Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and let me know what you think about the movie. All right? Cool. Later.